Six Flags and the Qiddiya Group have quietly been moving full steam ahead on the Six Flags Qiddiya, officially Six Flags Qiddiya City, mega theme park that will include 6 lands and the world's tallest, fastest, and longest roller coaster. Now, before we dive too deep into that roller coaster specifically, we need to take a step back and look at the whole mega project because I don't believe that most people watching this video fully grasp how insane this is. Now, the whole idea behind Qiddiya is that it would be an entertainment and tourism mega project located in Riyadh, obviously in Saudi Arabia. Announced in 2017, construction started at the beginning of 2019, and it was planned to open in 2023. However, as of now, Six Flags Qiddiya City, the Aqua Arabia water park, the F1 racetrack, and many other things are still incomplete, and even the budget of $10 billion is still rising, with new investments and additions being added and announced every single day. Now, apart from the aforementioned Six Flags Qiddiya City, which has the potential to be one of the best theme parks in the world with over 25 rides and attractions, the Aqua Arabia water park, which does look pretty sick, and the F1 track, there's a whole lot more to offer at the resort as well, as there's going to be a whole second gated theme park themed around the Dragon Ball franchise. And even if riding crazy roller coasters and water slides isn't exactly your cup of tea, I still wouldn't be too worried either, as even in addition to the already impressive Formula 1 racetrack, they're also going to have a FIFA-compliant 40,000-seat stadium that will be home to Al Nassr and Al Hilal, 2 of Saudi's biggest football clubs, and even in addition to that, they will have 2 championship golf courses in the world's largest esports and gaming experience as they look to become the natural choice to host global sporting events in the future. And even if you aren't swayed by the thrill rides or the sporting events, there will also be numerous concert venues to keep you busy, a whole bunch of shopping and food to experience, and it's just a short 45-minute drive away from downtown Riyadh. So what else could be the true cherry on top to this mega project other than the world's biggest roller coaster, featuring an elevation change of well over 600 feet and a true height of almost 550 feet, reaching a top speed of 155 miles an hour and traveling almost 14,000 feet of track? Falcon's flight might just end up being one of the greatest roller coasters ever constructed. The park, costing well over $1 billion will feature 6 intensely themed areas, which I'll be highlighting right here as described by the park. Starting off, we have Steamtown, obviously a steampunk themed area described as a rustic land full of excitement and thrill, mainly centered around Professor Screamore, who we have seen at numerous other Six Flags parks to date, featuring 5 rides and attractions, namely Sawmill Falls, a massive log flume, and the area being headlined by Iron Rattler, the world's tallest tilt coaster, and this is just the first of many of the park's highly themed areas. Up next, we have the City of Thrills. Now, despite only having 4 rides, these 4 might be some of the most intense in the entire park. Starting off with a Vekoma family suspended coaster and another family flat ride located right next door, you then move on to the Middle East's tallest freestanding drop tower, and then finally Falcon's flight, of course, and this area being described as a metropolis which pushes the boundaries of the amusement park industry. Moving away from the highly extreme and intense City of Thrills, we now enter the exact opposite, the very family-oriented Twilight Gardens, being described as an area with a playground of wonder for children and the young at heart. This is definitely seen as the kids' land of Six Flags Qiddiya, only featuring 4 attractions, mainly a small kids coaster manufactured by Vekoma, as well as an indoor dark ride and 2 other family attractions to round out this area, making it a mainstay for the young ones visiting Six Flags Qiddiya. Up next, we have the Grand Exposition area, themed around one of those old-timey World Fair-style amusement parks. This area features 5 attractions, and most notably is Colossus, a large wooden coaster manufactured by Great Coasters International. Next up, there's a massive pendulum ride and 3 family rides to round out the rotation, including a carousel, a small family spinning ride, and some bumper cars. Moving on to our second to last area, we have Discovery Springs, another one of the park's family-oriented areas. This time it's themed to the sea and everything aquatic. This area features 5 attractions, most notably a roller coaster built by Mauer called Sea Stallion, and a very intense-looking log flume, as well as 3 other water-based attractions, and the area is touted as being able to provide heart-pounding excitement on thrilling rides alongside the serenity of the steady tide, as it teaches everybody who enters the area about sea life. Moving into the final of Six Flags Qiddiya's 6 themed areas, we have the Valley of Fortune, featuring 4 attractions, the main ride being the record-breaking triple launch roller coaster manufactured by Intamin known as Spitfire, as well as 2 smaller family rides and 1 very unique observation ride rounding out this park's ride lineup. Being known as an area which will take you through time on many famous adventures, this area will feature jeeps, rockwork, and a ton of other scenery and theming about ages going through time, making it for a very well-rounded ride lineup at Six Flags Qiddiya, as well as 6 very interesting themes scattered around the park. So let's head back into the City of Thrills and talk about the main purpose behind this video. Falcon's Flight, the world's first exocoaster, manufactured by Intamin, it will feature a max elevation change of 639 feet, a maximum vertical drop of 519 feet, a top speed of 155 miles an hour, and a track length of 13,943 feet of track. Now, if you aren't aware, that breaks literally every roller coaster record to exist in terms of height, speed, and length. Now, Six Flags Qiddiya City has not released an official POV animation for the coaster. However, I know many coaster enthusiasts have taken it upon themselves to make online renderings about the coaster, which you've been looking at for a lot of this video. However, we cannot be just perfectly sure on all of the elements being put into this roller coaster, and I know a lot of people are wondering if Falcon's Flight will be in fact the world's greatest roller coaster. I personally don't think so. I don't think its elements stack up to some of the more well-rounded roller coasters that are in most people's top 5 or top 10s, specifically like Steel Vengeance or The Voyage, both very long roller coasters that excel in their elements throughout their course. However, I definitely think that Falcon's Flight will be a once-in-a-lifetime roller coaster that will have tons and tons of roller coaster enthusiasts flocking to Saudi Arabia to ride it. Anyways, that's just gonna about wrap up this video. I know I didn't dive too crazily in depth on Falcon's Flight or the whole Six Flags Qiddiya City project for that matter. However, there really is just a ton going on with this project, and I might in fact even go back and make a couple more videos diving into it, as truthfully I am super invested and interested in this project going forward, because I really believe that this could be one of the world's greatest theme parks if it does end up coming out like everybody's envisioning from the announcements we've gotten so far. With all that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like rating down below, and if you agreed or disagreed with any of my thoughts on Falcon's Flight or the Six Flags Qiddiya City mega project, let me know in the comments down below. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe for more roller coaster content coming your way every single week on Hangtime Thrills. I'll catch you guys next time.